A very good morning to one and all present here. We are starting off with the second day of VSIP presentation. The presentation sequences, Gunjan, you will start the presentation.
Good morning to one and all present here. I, Gunjan Wadhwani from Section 4, IPR MBA, will start the presentation of VSIP, that is Summer Internship Presentation. I have done the presentation on the company Perfect Recruit. So the Perfect Recruit is located at Bhopal, assist companies in search of qualified and experienced professors across sectors and industries. It is a prominent executive search and selection company, provide a wide range of recruitment solutions for various requirements. They are a team of dedicated professionals offering services across India. The year of establishment of Perfect Recruit is 2018 and the nature of business is executive search firm. Next please. So here we will discuss various things, that is company overview, job roles and responsibilities allocated, training received, details of responsibilities executed, contribution and achievements, and learning outcomes. So here we'll start with the company overview. So the first point is to understand the recruitment process. During the internship, there is rigorous sourcing was undertaken to understand the recruitment process. Candidates were interviewed and the potential candidates were shortlisted. During the tenure of the project, I have learned to search the candidates according to the given job descriptions. Job portals used by me for the recruitment of candidates is through Shine and Naukri.com. Recruit the right kind of workforce according to the job. The whole process of recruitment by a recruitment firm like Perfect Recruit is very much interesting and well classified. It is detail oriented in nature. The reason why every employee gets motivated to do the job is because of the knowledge that at the particular moment that particular recruiter was responsible for giving the job to these candidates. And to generate employment is one thing, but to recruit the right kind of workforce for a job is another thing. Learn to work as a professional, gain a practical knowledge, which is mandatory to actually work in the corporate world. Apart from the theoretical knowledge, I have learned the practical knowledge, which is very important for a corporate world. To learn or to work as a professional or with a professional helps me to gain a practical knowledge. Unwritten policies and standard operating procedures. There were various procedures which I have to follow. There are unwritten policies and standard of operating procedures that each employee has to abide to. No matter what, profit maximization is the core purpose of the existence of every business. Meeting targets on your level dedicatedly is your contribution to the revenue generation of the company. Now here are some job roles and responsibilities allocated. So the first one is know your client. The very first thing is to know your client. Learning about companies is valuable because knowing what a company values will help an agent to assess the candidates better. Pertinent information about the processes of the company would also help you analyze CVs and find the right candidate. This can be done by reading the corporate websites or calling the company for further information or using your own network and find out the work culture. The second one is analyze the job description. A job description is a written record of the duties, responsibilities, and requirements of a particular job. It is concerned with the job itself and not the work. It is a statement describing the job in such terms as title, location, duties, working conditions, and hazards. An updated job description is essential for a good selection interview. It helps me to explain the nature of the work to the prospective candidate properly without any over or under commitment. The third one is prepare a job specification. Job specification is a written record of the requirements sought in an individual worker for a given job. In other words, we can say that it refers to a summary of a personal characteristics required for a job. The fourth one is implementation. In implementation, sourcing is the most of all requirement activities. It is also difficult, being monotonous in nature. A recruiter needs to be self-motivated to do the job. The sourcing takes place in different levels and in all the verticals of the industry. The next one is analyze the curriculum vitae. Now is the time to scrutinize the candidate's resume. It is a human nature to generally omit the negative points while creating a resume or to exaggerate the achievements. Though most of the time people are truthful while forming their resumes, others can hide or not mention the things that can portray a negative picture of them. The next one is match JDs and JS, that is job description and job specification. When a CV has been analyzed and is considered as a good one, the next step is to match it with a job description. It is necessary to match it with the profile given by the company. Matching it with the JD or the job description gives an idea if the person will be able to serve well in the position or not. The next one is shortlist the candidate. Once the CV has been matched with the job description and matched with the job specification, CV can shortlist it. Such a candidate is then called in for a face-to-face interview. The next one is handling the rejected candidates. It is very important that how a recruiter handle the rejected candidates. It is important to make the candidate where his lacunas are and what can he do about it. In this way, not only the recruiter helps the candidate to correct itself, but also helps in creating an association with them, which is so very vital in the service industry. The next one is the telephonic interview. It is said that listening intentionally or intentionally gives a good idea of what a person wants to say and what a person does not say. The sound, intonations, the varying pressures that a prospective candidate uses while he or she speaks tells a lot about his or her attitude. This in turn helps the recruiter to judge that if the candidate would be suitable for the job or not. And the next and the last one is devise interview questions. Preparation in advance of an interview is essential if one is to make a successful hire. Critical in the preparation process is the development of interview questions that elicit tangible facts from all the applicants. Next slide. Now training received. As a trainer, I have worked as an intern or as an intern, I have worked at Perfect Recruit. The internship program has provided me tremendous opportunities and scopes to learn and get the insights of practical requirement. As I have said before, that practical knowledge is so very important for the corporate world. So the practical recruitment which helps me in developing my future career. Though the internship program, I have learned regular work as well as corporate work experience that I have never could have learned to deal with the challenges of the service industry. I got the opportunity to apply knowledge gained from academic experience and many scopes to observe various roles and jobs in the HR world. Next slide. Now details of the responsibilities allocated or sorry executed. Importance of the job description. First of all, I would like to say that what is a job description? A job description is a basic HR management tool that can aid to boost individual and organizational effectiveness. Now, importance of the job description for the point of view of employee. The duties and responsibilities from the side of employees, the relative importance of their duties, and how their position contributes to the mission, goals, and objectives of the organization. For the organization, a good job descriptions contribute to
Excuse me,
organizational.
Gunjan.
Yes, ma'am.
You have 3 minutes to conclude.
Okay, ma'am. So these are the point of views of employee as well as organization. Next slide. Now, job description are also foundation of most HR managements like recruitment, selection, orientation, training, supervision, compensation, performance management, and legal defense. If we say that recruitment, job descriptions are used in recruitment and clearly state the duties to be performed. Selection, interview questions, hiring criteria, and the screening process are based on the duties and qualifications. Orientation, we can say that job description help the employee to see how their positions relates to other positions. Training, job description can be used to identify areas where the employees does not adequately meet the qualification. Supervision, we can say that it is used by the employee and the supervisor to help establish a work plan. Compensation, compensation is a consistent salary structure which is based on relative level of duties. Performance management, it is used to monitor performance of employee, and legal defense, it is terminated for poor performance and accurate, complete and up to date job description. Next slide. Contributions and achievements. The contribution that I gave to the recruitment firm, that is Perfect Recruit, with the steps that help me to grow more and more further. The tasks that are given to me for performing during the whole internship program at Perfect Recruit was very interesting. How they perform their duties according as per the rules and regulations as their policies. The contribution given by me in the organization is that I had made an advanced search for finding out the right candidate and study their resumes and CV according as per the given job descriptions in the job portal like Shine and Naukri.com. Next slide. The achievements that I have made is the keywords for making search for job descriptions. I have find out the keywords. The job portals like Naukri and Shine helps to search the candidates' resumes and CVs as per the keywords and other information like experience, salary, etc. And the advanced search that were filled by me according to the job description. Next slide. And these are the learnings which I have done.
Gunjan,
that is, yes ma'am.
15 minutes is over, beta.
मैम बस ये लास्ट स्लाइड है मेरी.
So we are giving you 30 seconds for that. Kindly.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. So learnings are identifying, understanding, and working with professional standards, serving clients and stakeholders. I have behaved professionally and ethically, addressing colleagues and superiors appropriately, allocating time efficiently, and organizing and maintaining information, developing appropriate workplace attitude, understanding and managing personal behavior and attitudes, developing individual responsibility, and dressing appropriately. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Gunjan. Can we have Komal Ahuja now?
Okay. Good morning to respected member and all my colleagues who have presented here. This is Komal Ahuja. Thanks for giving me an opportunity to present my virtual summer internship presentation. My internship was in digital marketing phase from 1st of May to 30 June at Relata Technology Private Limited. During my internship, I worked on content writing which involved generate forum posts on different topics like business, finance, marketing, and so on. I also wrote blogs on blogger.com on casual not only but also formal topic. I promoted blogs and articles on my social media channels like Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. I also used to do link building for the further promotion. I had tried to make the presentation crisp, informative, and interesting. The flow of my presentation will be: I start with an introduction of the company and the business scenario in which it is operating. Then the role and responsibility I was given. Then the execution part along with process chart I made. Now the company overview of Relata Technology Private Limited. The name of company where I was completed my internship at Relata Technology Private Limited. The tagline of Relata Technology is "We make it happen." Relata Technology is founded on month of August in the year 2015 by founder Mr. Navrajveer Singh Chhabra. Mr. Navrajveer Singh Chhabra is registered with Ministry of Corporate Affairs. The date of appointment he is 21 July 2017. Navrajveer Singh Chhabra is currently designated as Director in Relata Technology. The headquarters of Relata Technology is situated in Madhya Pradesh, Indore. Relata Technology is computer hardware and software industry, and it is information technology company. There are 51 to 200 employees working in Relata Technology. Relata Technology has authorized capital, which means maximum amount of share capital is 1.0 lakh, and its paid up capital means amount of company has received from shareholder is 1 lakh rupees. Relata Technology is present in online platforms. In LinkedIn, there are 8,494 followers. In Instagram, there are 7,788 followers. In Facebook, there are 201 connections, and in Twitter, there are 20 followers. Relata Technology is deal with their major client. First is Madhavi. Madhavi is based on Punjab with their core competency in the field of electronic and automobile being the application domain. Second is Surviving Spirit. Surviving Spirit wants to help be a part of the change in eliminating the fears, myth, and false belief that surrounds abuse and mental health concern. Third is Technology Moon. Technology Moon was incorporated on 1st August 2012. It is a private limited company. Technology Moon is a blog for technology enthusiasts who feel passionate about new technology and all the trends revolving around it. And at last, NICT Technology Private Limited. NICT is a non-government company, and the full form of NICT is Incorporate Network for Information and Computer Technology. The activity of NICT is software publishing, consulting, and supply software. Now, the growth process of Relata technology. The growth process of Relata technology starts from generate idea by the team of experts sourced to generate creative, effective hacks for the current strength of their organization. Second is organize and priorities. They arrange the organized things which is important to achieve the best result based on this industry best practice. Third is design and development. For the design, they using the sophisticated testing, which means having defined or culture tests and habits to discover the best hack to launch. Fourth is analyze. The best campaign strategy have been selected, collecting the stories which is help to increase the performance and growth of the business. Fifth is optimize. After the analyze, they move into how this method can be best used or optimized for both efficiency and continuous advancement. And at last, repeat all the process again to observe how their system evolved, knowledge best grew. Vision and mission of Relata Technology Private Limited. Vision. A vision statement describes the desired long-term result of company's efforts. First is co-working makes you feel healthier. There are 70% reported they feel healthier than they did working in a traditional office setting. Second is co-worker complete task better. 64% of co-workers are better able to complete tasks on time. Third is co-working leads to better interaction. There are 91% have better interaction with others after working. Fourth is co-workers can focus better. 68% said they were able to focus better while co-working. And at last, co-working makes more relaxed. 60% are more relaxed at home since co-working. Now, the mission of Relata Technology Private Limited. A mission statement defines the company's business, its objective, and its approach to reach those objectives. First mission is to increase sales or lead is the top level objective of the company. For all the company, the first objective is to increase the sale and earn more and more profit. Second mission is improving conversion rate. Percentage of a visitor that completes desired action compared to total number of people that could have converted. Only 22% of companies are happy with their conversion rate. Third is increasing organic traffic volume. Organic traffic volume represents all the visitors that come to a website from unpaid search engine result. It trumps paid traffic, social media traffic as well as direct traffic. Fourth is percentage of return visitors. Percentage of return visitors is depend on the industry, but a good returning visitor rate is 30% on average. And at last, reduce bounce rate. Bounce rate refers to the percentage of users that bounce off a website and return to the site they come from. And every company has a mission to reduce a bounce rate. Now the products and services of Relata Technology. Products. Their products are tailored to specific domain needs, enabling us to take advantage of our internet processing skills, which is help users save smarter, serve better, and grow faster. First product is Merchant. Merchant is a premium cloud-based business software suited to make operation for a small business easy. Second product is Relata Grade. Relata Grade is a central for startup accelerated programs like a conference event to promote startup culture around the area. Third product is Relata Co-working. Relata Co-working is thriving community of enterprises, startups, startups, and small businesses. And last product is Ishan Consult. Ishan Consult is a digital marketing strategy, and it was acquired by Relata Technology at 2018. Now the services. Relata Technology provide services to their clients. First is web design service. Web design service encompasses many different skills and disciplines in the production and maintenance of website. Second is digital marketing service. Digital marketing service is interconnected both consumer and company through search engine optimization, link building, and animation. And last service is graphic and logo service. Relata Technology has provide a service to design a graphic and logo. Now my role and responsibility at Relata Technology Private Limited. First is my responsibility was to work on content writing, involved direct forum posting in different categories like business, finance, marketing, technology, lifestyle, and so on. Second, I also used to do link building to increase traffic on company site for promoting. Third responsibility, writing blogs on catchy topic on blogger.com to attract their clients. And last is share their articles and post on my social media channels like LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, and Facebook. During my internship, I received training to get a knowledge about digital marketing. These courses is all related to digital marketing. First course is search engine optimization tutorial. The source of this course is from Udemy. And in this, I learn about search engine optimization, how they work, and what are the elements of search engine optimization. Second is email marketing tutorial, basics of email marketing, in which I learn about a basic understanding of email used by an organization, their types of emails, and methods used in email marketing. Third is social media marketing. Social media marketing is the use of social media platforms to connect with your audience to build your brand, increase sales, and drive website traffic. Fourth is content writing marketing tutorial. Content writing 101, a free guide for beginner. The source of this course is Udemy, and in which I learn about content and keyword research, content promotion, and backlink building. And last course is link building courses. The source of link building courses is SEMrush Academy, in which I learn about backlinking, backlink research, internal linking, and building link. There is a one-day workshop in which I learn about how to make a resume in effectiveness, and this workshop held by a refreshed institution. Now, the details of roles, details of responsibilities executed. Firstly is content writing. Content writing was done in two forms. First is forum post and second is blog. Under the forum post, firstly I write a content writing on different topics on different
Excuse me, Komal.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, Komal. You have 3 minutes to wind up the presentation.
Okay, ma'am. Under the forum post, I writing on different topics like business, finance, marketing, technology, and lifestyle. Then it makes sure that this content was free of plagiarism by using the small SEO tool. Then this link I was mentioned in a spreadsheet which is provided by a company. Then blogs. I wrote blog on casual as well as formal topics. Under the casual topics, how we can utilize the time during quarantine, and under the formal topics, difference between a job and business. Then these links to the blogs I was mentioned in a spreadsheet which is provided by a company. Link building. Company provides a 200 link in every day in which I have open the links and see that it is working or not. If it is working, so I wrote a comment by using a hyperlink. And if it is not, so I send an email. And if it is not an email, so I contact with a contact form. Then social media marketing. A company provides some articles to be promoted on my social media channels like LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, and Facebook. And this link I was mentioned in a spreadsheet which is provided by a company. Then the work process flow chart of Relata Technology Private Limited. Relata Technology is a Primer.com company which provides diversified internet products like Merchant, Ishan Consult, and services like web design service, digital marketing service under its umbrella in the year 2015. Then leading of relevant data. Then drafting, content writing, blogging on different topics, and also creating backlink creation and share the post on my social media channels. Then this all thing is approval from Shrishti Patani ma'am. She is the chief content officer at Relata Technology. Then after approval, these all things are submitted to promotion department. And after approval, then approval for Navraj Veer Singh Chhabra. He is the CEO of Relata Technology. Then upload on company's website to increase the views. Now my contribution during my internship. I drafted 100 forum posts on different categories.
Komal?
Yes, ma'am.
Komal, you have 30 seconds to wind up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. On different topics like business, finance, and marketing. Secondly, I published 30 blogs during my internship in different topics, which I gained 200 views. Thirdly, company provide a backlink in which blogs are written. So when I wrote comments, so the link I was mentioned by using hyperlink. So by this, the link and content is promote. And at last, I promote a post which is given by a company in my social media channels like LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. At last, learning outcome. I would like to thank IPAR College to giving me an opportunity to work with Relata Technology as an intern to increase my learning. Firstly, I learned how to generate link building to increase the traffic on website. Second, I get a knowledge how to...
Thank you, Komal. Komal, thank you. Okay, Yogini is there.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, judges, respected faculty members, and all my dear fellow mates. Firstly, I would like to start my presentation by wishing all the faculty members a very happy Teachers' Day. I, Yogini Lodhi, student of MBA 3rd semester, today would like to share my learning and achievement of 4-month internship at Samco RankMF. Next slide, please. My internship will be divided into these many parts. As you can see, about the company profile, my job roles and responsibilities. Responsibilities I performed in details, which type of training I received, my contribution and achievements, learning while pursuing my internship, and the references. Starting with the company profile, I was working as an intern at RankMF, which started in the month of May 2020 to August 2020. I served for 4 months at Samco RankMF. It's basically into the financial services, headquarters of which is located in Mumbai, Maharashtra, which is privately held by Mr. Jimit Modi, founded in the year 2018 in the month of November. Now, you all may be wondering that exactly what this RankMF is. So let me give a brief introduction about this. It's basically a product, or I may say a brand of Samco company. Samco was established in the year 1993. However, before 2000, it was recognized as Samriddhi Group, and in the year 2000, it is renamed as Samco. RankMF is an exclusive mutual fund rating as well as investment platform. like how the Samco established this brand. As we all are very aware that behind every brand there is a problem. So what the Samco had seen, like a country like India, which is a developing country, everyone knows that it is good to invest in mutual fund, but exactly in which scheme to invest in. So that's why the solution to this problem is RankMF. And what's unique in RankMF as compared to that of other competitor is its unique rating platform, that is Giga Trading. Other competitor used to rate the mutual fund on the basis of the past performance, but RankMF used to rate the mutual fund on the having a unique rating platform, that is Giga Trading platform. And till now, RankMF has rated and ranked 3,000 plus mutual fund schemes. Next slide, please. Now here comes the services which RankMF provide. There are mainly three services. The first one is RankMF Basket. Second is Smart SIP. Third is Smart Switch. Talking about the first, RankMF Basket. RankMF Basket or Stock Basket is a long-term and whole investment. This basket is basically made by the expert, and only top company schemes are there in this basket. And this basket is very carefully selected to avoid the wealth destruction because the client is having faith in the company. The second is Smart SIP. SIP stands for Systematic Investment Plan. Other company used to provide SIP, but RankMF used to provide Smart SIP. What's the difference? Like Smart SIP buy when the market is low so that they can buy more with that amount of money, and they sell the schemes when the market is high so that they can earn more. The third is Smart Switch. Like we are all very aware of this pandemic situation. Human beings are sanitizing them. But what about the mutual fund? So by this concept, the Samco had came with Smart Switch. Under this, if you had invested in poor scheme, then RankMF can provide you the facility to switch into the superior quality scheme through Smart Switch. As you can see in the picture, it is written, break free from poor quality scheme to superior quality schemes, evaluate, sanitize, and save the mutual fund investment. And yes, RankMF has completed one successful year of Smart SIP. Now the second slide, that is the job roles and the responsibilities. As I said previously, that I was working as a mutual fund intern and the location was work from home. And more importantly, I have the opportunity to directly report to the national sales head of the company, and that too on the daily basis. Like few people have the opportunity to report to a sales head who is a coach and a mentor, and I'm lucky to have worked with Ullas sir. Now talking about the top level managers, Mr. Jimit Modi, he is the founder and CEO. Like he personally admire Warren Buffett. As we are all very aware, he is a very famous American investor. Second, Mr. Omkeshwar Singh, head of RankMF and Samco, who is having 17 plus year of experience in financial services. Mr. Ullas Joshi, national sales head, having 10 plus year of experience. Mr. Umesh Mehta, head of research, Samco Group. And I am very extremely grateful to attend the meeting of such a great personality who share their valuable experience and learning with us as an intern. Now here comes the next slide, responsibilities in detail. In the initial 1 week, they provided us training, and from the very second week, our work started. Like from the second week, they have given the work. We have to visit a website known as AMFI website, that is Asset Management Fund of India. And in that, all the data related to the pupil working in the industry is provided. And we have to filter that data according to the location wise, like for example, Bhopal, Mumbai, Delhi, and so on, and make a separate Excel sheet to forward to the BDMs, that is the business development managers, on the alternative days. And we have also made presentation related to B2B sale, that is business to business sale, the data of which is provided by our mentor. Like if I will take example, so the data like the total BDMs in rank MF are 29, and in the month of July 2020, how many orders were taken by them. So like a total number of activation were 300 in the month of July, and number of empanelment were 500. And the new SIP in the month of July, which is done by the BDMs, were 800. And most importantly, I also done the outgoing call to the prospective mutual fund distributors so that they can be our future clients. Next slide, please. As you can see in the slide on the right hand side, this is the reconciled list which we have to forward to our mentor. The first you can see Abhay Shah there in the remark I have written received. So the Excel sheet which we have forwarded to the BDM, they had given the responses to us. That's why we have written received. And on the 10th number, as you can see, there is a name written Mandar Chitnis. So we haven't received the response from them of which the Excel sheet which we have sent. That's why there it is written not received. Like this type of sheet we have to send to our mentor on alternative days. And on the left side of the slide, you can see the various IFA list, that is Durgapur IFA, Jaipur IFA, Aurangabad IFA, Kochi IFA. Like these type of the list the company used to share with us, and we have to call these IFAs according to the location wise. Now, next slide, please. The next slide is training received. I have received two type of training at Rank Camp. The first is onboarding training. In this, they basically introduce us like what Samco is, what is Rank Camp, what exactly trading and demat account, what product and services Samco as well as Rank Camp provide, and which type of trading platform Samco provide. And they have told us that there are mainly four type of the trading platform that Samco provide. The first is Samco Trader, that is the software. Second is Stock mobile app. You can install this app in your phone and can do the trading. Third is Web Stock Note. And if these three options are not working, then you can also call and trade. Like the particular BDM is assigned to you, you can call them and trade accordingly. And the second is NISM training. In this, we learned about the basic of the mutual fund. Basically, NISM stand for National Institute of Security Market. They had also shared a PDF book with us so that we can have a better understanding of the mutual fund. And also, if we want to make our career into this industry, we have to clear an exam known as NISM exam, and the information of all that is provided in that book. Next slide, please. Now here comes my contribution. As it is rightly said, time isn't the main thing, it's the only thing. I believe in this. So firstly, what I had tried, that I had tried my level best to submit the work assigned to me on time or before time. Now the new client acquisition. The leads were given by the company. We have to call them and inform them about our company so that they can invest through us. Taking the example, the data of various cities which I have showed before, like Pune, Chhattisgarh, Bhopal, Kanpur, etc., were shared with us. And from all that data, like 20 clients were interested to work with us, and more data is still to come. Now, the assisting in marketing project of newsletter. There is a magazine which is recently, which will be recently launched by them. In that, what they will be doing, they will print the interview of the top client of the company, and the questions of the Word file were made by us, and we have to forward them to the business development manager so that they can forward it to the top clients. And I have also made the performance evaluation sheet as per the guidance of the mentor. Now the next slide. achievements. Like before, I was not having the basic understanding of the mutual fund, but after 4 months of the internship at Rank Camaf, I can say that I have a better understanding of this mutual fund industry, and I'm also aware of the Rank Camaf product and services. And as I handled the queries of the individual financial officers, now I know that how to effectively handle the queries of them. And through this internship, I really have a new sense of professionalism. And also, practically, I know how to handle the professional as well as the personal life, because at that time, we have to attend the online classes as well as the internship. And at the same time, as a member of the family, we have certain responsibilities. So at the same time, how we have to fulfill all these responsibilities, I had learned through this internship. And we have also done research work, like our mentor had said, to done research work so that we can have a better understanding of the competitors. So we have done the research work of the company like a Prudent, Morningstar, NJ, etc. And here comes the important point, that is extension of virtual summer internship. As previously my internship was of only 2 months, but after seeing our work, our mentor had extended our internship for the next 2 months. As you can see in the picture, it is written. It is truly been pleased working with you the last couple of months. We would like to offer an extension of the current internship to the next 60 days. And the last thing is 100% increment in the stipend, and my stipend was also increased by 100% when my internship was extended for the next 2 months. And more than that, what I think that as after the 2 months of the internship, my mentor had shared their view, and he said that he is very happy to have interns like us. And I personally think that this is the greatest achievement of mine as an IPADian. Now the next slide. Here comes the learning. As IPA says, learning in action, and I feel the same while doing my internship.
Excuse me, Yogini.
Yes, ma'am.
Yogini, you have 2 minutes to conclude your presentation.
Yes, ma'am. This is my last slide, ma'am. The work that is assigned to me is the greatest learning which I have till date. This experience of 4-month internship will be there with me forever. And I think learning is a thing which no one can steal from us. So the learning which I have in this internship are the basic understanding of the financial market and its type, what are financial products, the knowledge of the monthly investment, that is SIP, systematic investment plan, and lastly, like what is the scope of the mutual fund industry in India. Next slide. These are the references from which I have taken the help. And last but not the least, I would like to thank all of you for listening my experience of internship. Thank you very much.
Very good, Yogini.
Thank you very much.
Can we have Harshita now?
Yes, ma'am.
Harshita, are you ready with your presentation?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready. Ankur is presenting for me.
Okay, very good.
Okay. Can I start, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I am Harshita Bhavnani from 3rd semester. I am here to share my experience and tell you about my learnings of my virtual summer internship. Next slide, please. So to begin with, first of all, I would like to tell you about the company in which I have done my internship. Ankur, please change the slide. Okay, so I have completed my 45 days internship in ICICI Bank Private Limited. ICICI Bank is the largest private bank that deals in offering financial products and services like loans, bank account, insurance policies, etc. So the duration was of 45 days that begin in May and completed in June end. So
Now next I would like to tell you about my job roles and responsibilities. The job roles and responsibilities were basically divided into three parts. The first part being educating the ecosystem. Now ecosystem means our surroundings, the people that surrounds us. We have to educate them about the ICICI products and services, the offerings that ICICI Bank offers. We have to educate them about those offers. First one was that. Second one being generating leads. Now we have to identify the prospects that could be converted into leads, and we have to generate leads from them. We have to sell them the products and services of ICICI Bank. Third one being micro market survey. Now micro market survey, we were given a catchment area and we have to do a research about the banking experience of those people. And also in generating leads, I would like to add one more thing, that we have to generate digital leads also. Now ICICI Bank is on both the platform, physical banking as well as digital banking. So it has an official app which is known as iMobile app. And it was a challenging task to bring people to those apps, like already existing customers who were into physical banking. We have to convert them into digital prospectors. Okay, so this was my job role and responsibilities. Now I would like to tell you in detail about my job role and responsibilities. The first one being lead generation. So I have spoken to almost 70 to 80 people, and out of that 40 people actually interacted with me about, actually listened me, and I got the opportunity to talk about the products and services to 40 people. Out of those, interested were 15 that were taking interest in my offers, and out of those I have converted 6 leads. Out of all 15, I have converted 6 leads, and 6 being 2 of saving account and 4 of fixed deposit account. Means I have opened 2 saving accounts in 45 days and 4 fixed deposit and 4 fixed deposits also. This was my contribution to bank. Next, digital adoption. As I told you that we have to search the people who are already the customers of ICICI Bank, but they are not on digital platform. So we have to convert them to digital platform. So I have found out 15 people who are already connected to ICICI Bank in some or the other way. So out of those, interested were 7, and I have successfully converted 4 people that were not using digital banking earlier, but now they are using it. So I have converted 4. So this was also my another contribution to the bank. Next. Now I would like to tell you about my third and very important task about micro market study. Now, micro market study means we were given a defined location, and in that location we have to study deeply about the customer segmentation and availability of competitors. Now, why we are studying these two things? So that we could know the scope of our business. Like, is the place good to grow business there, or the place does not have knowledge about our products, or what is the potential of that place? So we were given a defined location, and in that we have to make a study. Next. Okay, so the objective of this study was to see the performance of already existing ICICI products and services in my catchment area. To know about the customer segments and perspective about banking. What do people think about banking? They are satisfied with their current banking experience or not? We have to find out that. Next, the presence of competitors in the area. Who are the competitors that ICICI Bank has to deal with in that area? Next, the last very important part was recommendations to change the business strategy for that area. Like what I recommend out of my study, so that bank could grow the leads and could work more in a better way in that area. So the process of my study was, first of all, selecting a catchment area. Like I have been offered 2 to 3 areas, and out of that I have to select one area. So I'll tell you in detail about my area in the next slide. So first, I have selected a catchment area. Then I have collected the data. Then I have analyzed the data, and then I have given I came out with certain findings and conclusions. Next. Okay, so the area that I have chosen was 1.5 kilometer area, 1.5 kilometer radius, which covers 2 branches of ICICI Bank. Like I have chosen my own residential area, 1.5 kilometer radius around my area, and that area consists of already 2 ICICI Bank branches. The first one is Lalghati branch, and second one was Airport Road branch. Now, the data was collected from primary as well as secondary sources. Primary sources include the people residing there, and secondary sources include website of ICICI Bank and Google Map for tracing the competitors, etc. So I have prepared a questionnaire basically for survey to find out the customer experience, and I have designed a questionnaire for the same. The questionnaire was distributed online or telephonically. As I have done work from home and it was pandemic time, so I could not go somewhere and research about the same. So I have chosen online as well as telephonic platform for getting the responses. Then I have collected data. Then I have analyzed the collected data, and I have came up with certain conclusions and recommendations being the most important part for the bank. Next. Okay, so this is the map of my catchment area. This is the radius, and the area that the residential area covered Vijayanagar, Lalghati, Panchvati, Data Colony, Sun City, and many more. And in this area, we have 2 ICICI Bank branches and 2 ATMs also of ICICI Bank. Next. These are the list of competitors that are in the area that I have tracked through Google Maps, and also I was familiar with the area, so I could recognize also some of them. So this is a list of competitors that I have detected. Mostly were of public sector bank, and very less were of private bank. For example, Axis Bank was only there, I guess, of private sector bank. Otherwise, all the banks were of public sector. These are the number of branches they have in this 1.5 kilometer radius, and number of ATMs they were having. Next slide, please. Okay, so so when I have distributed my questionnaire, I came up that the people who reside in this 1.5 kilometer area were divided into 3 customer segments. The first one were self-employed, maximum were of salaried nature people, and third category was of dependent on family income. So these were the 3 customer segments that reside in this 1.5 kilometer area. That was my catchment area. Next. So these are certain findings that I'll tell you in I'm going to tell you now. Out of my study, I came up that out of total users of banking products, 20% covered the people who are for ICICI Bank customers that are already ICICI Bank customers. 20% people were of that category. Next. Okay, so the next question that I have included in my questionnaire that one thing that Lalghati or Airport Road branch must improve. So the highest voting was done for reducing the penalty charges and to simplify the account opening procedure. Then the thing that I found was very less people were aware about the goods and services that ICICI Bank provides. Next. Okay, so this is the chart that I have asked for already existing customers to fill. I have asked them that what they like about the bank, so that bank should know that what they are good in, what people like in them. So I came up that people were satisfied. That the people who were already the customer of ICICI Bank were very much satisfied with the banking services. The services were quick, the banking environment was hygienic, the employees' behavior was very positive. So people used to like once a person becomes a client of ICICI Bank, they are in good hands, and they like the services provided by the bank. Next, now we have to study about the digital platform also. So the next graph shows that what is the reason that why people do not adopt digital banking. So I came up with 2 main reasons. The first one, people used to face security issues, that they are not secure about that our money is in safe hands or not. So first of all, they face security issues. Next, technical issues. Now, when I spoke to people, I came to know that people say that we have made the payment got failed, but that amount was debited from the bank account, but it was not credited. It took so many days for crediting the same amount. So these were certain issues that people used to face. That's why they don't prefer digital banking. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is the application usage. I have asked people that which application they use most. So we can see here that the maximum voting was done for Google Pay, then it was PhonePe and Paytm. And the next question I was asked that are the people ready to adopt digital banking or not? So it is a good news for the bank that yes, 91.5% are ready to accept the digital platform and are ready to come to the digital platform for banking services. Next slide. Next, these are the recommendations that I would like to give making my after doing my study. That iMobile app is a great opportunity. Now, why I'm saying this because few days back there was a news that Google Pay that RBI has given a statement that Google Pay is not a authorized banking gateway, that authorized payment gateway. So this is a great opportunity for ICICI Bank to take over the customers of Google Pay. So ICICI Bank, my second recommendation goes for same, that ICICI Bank must be open for all. It should not be restricted to only ICICI Bank users, ICICI Bank customers, but also it should be open for all. Now what will happen if we do this? ICICI Bank, if the app will be open for all, then people who are not right now connected to ICICI Bank will come to that platform, and from that we can channelize them to become the member of ICICI Bank also. So that's why I've given this recommendation. Third, as in one of the graphs, I have shown that people were not aware about goods and services of ICICI Bank. So bank should conduct a digital campaign to let the people know about its product and services in the area. Now, third, it is a great opportunity to fund the Lalgati businesses, because Lalgati has the businesses which are mostly of franchisee nature. For example, Bapu Ki Kutia or Domino. So these are very risky to loan, like to fund. So bank should try to focus these areas and try to give them loan, as these carry very less risk of NPA. Next is cross-selling products. Like for example, a person is coming to open bank account, so bank could offer other products also with attached to that bank account. So bank should cross-sell the products. So these are my learnings and challenges that I have faced in the duration of 45 days. The learning was that I have got in-depth knowledge about ICICI banking products and services. I was able to integrate to customers. I was able to talk to customers about the products and services. So this is my second learning. The third learning being that till now, before I was working with the bank, I have only known the bookish knowledge, or I was just having a less practical knowledge about the proper working of the bank. So after completing this internship, I am perfectly aware about the practical working of the bank, that how bank properly works and how bank works. I have faced the challenges and also the ways to tackle them. For example, I was facing one challenge and I used to contact my mentor regarding the same, and he used to guide me. So I have seen many challenges and also I have learned the ways to tackle them. So this is my learning. Challenges were difficulties in opening physical accounts, because as in one of the graph there was that physical account opening was a very long and time consuming process. That's why I was not able to open many physical accounts. It was very difficult to convince people to maintain minimum 10,000 balance, as it was a policy of bank. So it was a bit difficult to generate many leads because of the current scenario of pandemic. And some people were not having proper documentation to so that I could convert them into the lead. Now in digital platform also, I used to face server issues and technical issues while opening InstaSave accounts for the bank. Next. Okay, so this was the limitations of my study. This study is not helpful for longer duration, because bank used to change its policies and interest rates and all, everything changes very frequently. So this study is not for long run. Data is restricted to a particular location. I have selected a small location. Yes, ma'am.
Harshita, you have 30 seconds to wind up your presentation.
Okay. So these were the limitations, like personal judgments were ignored, and competitors were not studied very deeply. Just it was the number of competitors that I have looked for. Next slide. Okay, so this was my summer internship completion letter that I have got from the bank. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prashant.
Okay, dear all the participants, thank you so much. It was a nice presentation, but I just would like to give some feedback on that. I mean, everything has been improved. Your communication, I'm finding a lot of improvement is there. Simply how to manage your slides. I think there is improvisation is required. I'm sure in coming time you will do it. Okay, ma'am, you want to say something? From my side, thank you so much, brother. All the best.
The feedback is the same. We should be concentrating more on learnings, achievements, and contribution, so that we can justify with the 15 minutes of presentation timings. That's all for the day. Thank you for joining. Have a great day.